Hey guys, we are live, and today we are going to talk about the morning after. Cue the intro. I'm just kidding. There's no intro because we're not that equipped yet, but we'll get there. One day there probably will be an intro. Maybe I'll never do an intro. Just depends. But all right, guys. To everyone who watched this live later, please sub if you like the content, like if you like the video. Helps me out a lot. I go live every single day, rain or shine. Sorry about the noise if you can hear it. The dump truck just went by, and it's right outside right now taking the trash, so I apologize for that. So, yeah. And I try to get here on time. I moved fast too, man. I rushed pretty good. I hope I got everything set up because, yeah. So today we are going to talk about the morning after and just how are we feeling right now, faithful, and hopefully we're doing okay. We didn't make any mistakes last night, and if we got drunk, we didn't make too many mistakes there, hope we didn't drive drunk and throw our phones, break TVs like Cowboys fans. Hopefully we didn't do that. Because at the end of the day, we're still 49ers fans, right? We're always going to be 49ers fans regardless of what happens. I know it sucks. I know there's going to be bum moments, but I always preach this. It's the journey, not the reward. Yes, there's going to be ups and downs, but it's because of those downs that you are to be able to feel those. The reward is part of it. It's the journey, though, because you've got to have downs to have those ups and to feel that elation that you get when you have a victory. It's just going to make it that much sweeter. This is why we stay fans. This is why we stick around, because we're part of this team. We're part of supporting this team. We have to get our teams back. Reactions such as like how I reacted last night are going to happen. People are going to get upset. Even the brightest and the strongest are going to snap a little bit. But I will say that everything I said last night was still rang true. I did not lie to you guys in any way, even though I cursed and yelled a little more than I'd actually like. I got to be a little more poised than that, especially for you guys. So I do apologize for that. But, and again, just so I can start this live right. Congratulations to the Rams. I know I said it last live, but I truly want to emphasize it again. Congratulations, you guys. You guys earned that W. You came back. It was like 24-17, like 24-10 or some shit. I don't know. I can't remember. It's all blur at this point. I'm not going to lie to you guys. So, yeah, congratulations to you guys. And I bet you guys are feeling elated. You guys should. That's a crazy victory for you guys. And your guys' confidence had to go up really high. So congratulations to you guys. But moving beyond that, yeah. Am I still bummed? Yes, of course, because I thought this team was ready. I thought this team was going to be better than last year. I'm not going to lie. I was super confident in that. Everything was pointing towards a better team. And to people who are wondering, like, why wasn't my faith or why was I concerned last week? I knew the Vikings were a good team. I knew the Vikings could bring it. And if we lost to them, there's a trend of like curses and, Kyle Shanahan is not the greatest schemer against Brian Flores. And that was very evident in that game. I thought there was mistakes. The game was close. So there's just a lot more variables. With this Rams game, though, considering how good we were supposed to be, this was supposed to be a W. It had to have been a W. This team, if your team is, I know there's any given Sunday and a team can lose. That is 110% true. But if you're going to have that confidence, if you're going to have that title of Super Bowl contender, you still need to live up to a certain standard regardless. And what we saw yesterday was not a Super Bowl contending team that faced a Rams team that was just doing everything right, because they were making mistakes too. They were making mistakes, but we made a lot more. And that is indicative of us as a team. So I'm officially concerned. The fact that I am now not doubting, because I still think we should beat the Patriots, that still should be a should thing. But the fact that like it's a conversation that has to be had is mind blowing, because we could lose to them. It's possible. Do I think that if we lose to that if we lose to them, it's going to be like the end of the world. No, because at the end of the day, it's a game, and try not to take it too much into your personal life. Is it concerning in the sense that something drastic needs to change? And I mean like a firing of some kind, even though 4 weeks in at the time, because next week will be 4 weeks, and if we lose to Patriots, someone has to be fired. Something has to change. And I mean drastically, like drastically. Because if you're losing to the worst, sorry, not the worst team, but you're losing to a beat-up team. I mean, the absolute most beat-up team, a second-string, third-string team. You need to reevaluate yourself, especially considering that our defense had nobody hurt. We had Hufanga back. We had all the safeties back. The only person that was missing that was crucial in any way was Dre Greenlaw. That's one piece, and we couldn't stop a second-string team. We quite literally could not beat a second-string team on defense. Scheme or not, that shouldn't have happened. The coverage, everything was bad. Players couldn't get any PBUs. It was terrible. So if we go into the past playing the same exact way, something's got to change. Something drastic. Because this defense right now, in my opinion, is the biggest problem. I know special teams is bad. That was one of the worst outings of special teams I've ever seen. The only thing that makes it worse is moments that I've seen special teams ruin things, such as the Kyle Williams twice fumble way back in 2012. Is the only thing I can think of that was worse. That's just because it was in the championship game. You know what I mean? So again, we should have won. And it's just it was one of the worst outings I've ever seen by special teams. One of the most choke artists, I would say, special teams ever. I don't know how. Is it Brian Schneider is the special teams guy? And I think we had him last year and we didn't have a good special teams. Why is he still – is he fired? I need to check. No, I haven't even checked the news for anything drastic. Let me check. Nope. No tweets, no nothing. He needs to be fired. I think if anyone needs to be fired, it needs to be reassessed and find someone else that could do this job. It is a special teams coach. Let me make sure it is Brian. What's his name? Brian Schneider. Yeah, Brian Schneider. Sorry, bud. You're just not. It's not you, man. It's just not. You're not the guy. You're not the guy. But going back to the defense, though, I think Brandon Staley has his fingerprints all over this. All over it. I think that he's the one, because when I watch this defense, I'm almost watching the Chargers defense. I'm not lying to you. I've watched some Chargers games. I live in Southern California, for you guys don't know. So sometimes I got Chargers games last year. This defense looks as bad as that defense. I think Brandon Staley has his fingerprints all over it. It's so bad. Like, they're allowing big plays. They're having a wide 9 on run plays on the goal line. It was like, what are we doing? It was like Brandon Staley has his fingerprints all over this. And I think Nick Sorensen just needs to take over and just have him do it. Because this duo thing that you feel like you want to tell people, hey, we got a Brandon Staley and Nick Sorensen combo, it's even better. No, it's not. Pick one. One of them needs to be, okay, just this guy, because we know Brandon Staley is helping Nick Sorensen. We know this. Let's be real. And especially what we're seeing on the field. So I do not think there is one truth that's hard to hang on to, I guess, after this loss, because we are concerned and we have big issues. There is one thing that is true. It is week 3. That means we have an opportunity to make drastic changes. If it's this bad. And if we lose to the Patriots, I think that's when it needs to happen. Because there's no way, dude, that you have Fred Warner, Charvarius Ward, who's Lenore, who's really good actually. Nick Bosa and the defensive line that we have. Don't get me started, Leonard Floyd. I don't know where he went. He completely disappeared. I did see him in coverage once. Why is he in coverage? That is a Brandon Staley staple crap right there. That's something Brandon Staley does. Ugh. It's just, that's who I blame. I don't know about you guys. Let me know who you guys blame in that situation. But I think it's Brandon Staley that's destroyed this defense. And I think Nick Sorensen actually needs to take over. That's what I think needs to happen. Because it doesn't – I know that, like, Nick Sorensen has declared the defensive coordinator, and you do see him calling plays, but the game plan, I promise you Brandon Staley's helping with that. I promise you. What's up, Tyler? What's up? Yeah, man, good W, good W. That was PI, though, but good W. Happy for you. That was PI, though. God, coffee drives me nuts. Yeah, what was I thinking? Okay, so let's go ahead and – sorry, I got a text. One second, I got a text. All right, so I'm back. Okay, all right. So let's go ahead and watch some videos of other content creators reacting to this loss. I haven't watched any. I haven't watched any reactions. I quite literally after the game, I went ghost pretty much. I tried reading a book, tried listening to some music, tried watching some TV, doing whatever I can to distract myself, anything to avoid that because I know what happened. I was there, and I'm pretty sure I know how everyone already felt. And just not prepared to reinforce those feelings and wasn't prepared to actually look at it logically. So, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and look at some content creators reacting to this. Let's see who's out there. Hold on. Larry Krueger. I guess we can check that out. Let me check out Larry Krueger. We're going to look up some Larry Krueger. His reaction's 15 minutes long. I wonder what he has to say. I haven't watched it yet, so to everyone else who has watched it, don't spoil it. Let's see what he has to say. Hopefully on point. And yes, we are going to skip his long-ass ads because he's got like that 1 minute long ad thing happening. Ad. So be sure to like the live, guys. Be sure to sub if you like the content. Sorry, I'm really baked right now. Feeling pretty good. But yeah, if you guys like the content, please sub. If you like the video, like the live. It really helps out a lot, guys. It really does. I appreciate it. Right here. All right. Ads. Okay. All right. Let me bring it up. There's no volume. There's no volume. No volume. No volume. All right. Share screen. Boom. Nothing but a boom. Nothing but a boom, 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 boom. Nothing but a boom, 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 boom.
Once again, just using Mancini's. All right, let's talk a little bit about the 49ers. They lose in week 3 to the Rams in LA. And, there's lots of things that we could point to in this game that we could talk endlessly about. But really, there was a number of things. One, special teams was really, really bad. You give up a long return. You give up a fake punt. You miss a field goal. I mean, your 49ers are just they're inventing new ways to lose on special teams. They changed out their special team coordinator. Hightower for Schneider. They invested high picks in their specialists. They invested free agent dollars in more people to help on special teams, and their special teams gets no better. Jake Moody missed a long field goal. LA gets a huge first down on a fake punt. Xavier Smith with a 38-yard punt return to set them up late in the fourth quarter. I mean, it just can't happen. So they laid an egg on special teams. That's number one. And I mentioned this in the pregame on KNBR. The Niners are slow at defensive back, and Tutu Atwell can really run, and Demarcus Robinson can as well. And the Niners could not defend LA's verticals. They just couldn't. They couldn't defend it when it mattered most. Yadam had a 48-yard pass interference penalty that went against him because he couldn't run with the guy, so he just had to wrap him up. And then Tutu Atwell with a 50-yard reception down the field against Mooney Ward ran right by him. So those vertical routes, I mean, I knew this was going to be a problem. As soon as I saw there was going to be no Cooper Kupp and no Puka Nacua, that left the Rams with, who love to go with 11 personnel, 3 wides. Well, guess what their wrinkle was? They went 12 personnel with double tight ends. But they still felt like they could take a chance up top in key moments of this game against the Niner DBs, and did. And so that's a problem. So the Niners have a major problem. Isaac Yadam might not be a fit. They might have to go to Renardo Green. They have to come up with more pass rush. The Niner pass rush was pretty much non-existent. The 49ers had 391 yards, almost 100 more yards than the Rams, and lost. Brock Purdy was a freaking amazing 21 of 29 with 6 drops.
Thank you, dude.
It could have been 27 of 29.
Thank you, dude. At least that was like my concern going into this video. Is like, please don't. I know he missed Brandon Ayuk on that one route, but overall, he played fantastic. Dude.
Could have completed like 90% of his passes on the road. He threw for 288. It would have been like 350. Threw 3 touchdowns. He had a 137.1 quarterback rating. He did have a fumble, but he completed over 70% of his passes again on the road, despite the fact that he had no CMC, no Debo, no Kittle. He's out there with just Juwan Jennings. And that was the other thing. I mean, the 49ers made way too many mistakes in this game. 7 penalties for 111 yards. That will get you beat every single time, and did. The Niners ran, for 137 yards, 4 yards a pop. But I still feel like they didn't run enough. Juwan Jennings was the only receiver out there. And I'll say it right now. Juwan Jennings is the 49ers' best receiver. He was their best receiver yet, in this game. He was their best receiver in the Super Bowl. He's got better ball skills than Ayuk. He gets as much separation as Ayuk gets. He's got better ball skills.
Maybe right now, but that's actually not factually true. Juwan Jennings, I know at the end after the Vikings game last week, he was getting 1 point. I had it written down here. I totally agree. Juwan Jennings is playing better. That is 110% true. He is the best wide receiver we got, but separation-wise, that's not Ayuk's problem. Well, it's still his problem, but trying to compare. Oh my God, dude! So many papers. Drake, Mendel, blah blah. Where's that? The updates. Sorry about that. I'm looking for some information. I'll be right there. Sorry, guys. I'm looking for the actual number here. Okay. What the fuck did I do? I had it. There's somewhere. That's not it. God damn it. No, I can't find it right now. But yeah, he's supposed to right now the Juwan Jennings has like 1.69 or something like that in separation, while Juwan Jennings had like 2.96, which is still bad for Brandon Ayuk because he's a lot better than that. But separation-wise, he's not getting more separation. It's just Juwan Jennings is really good at 50-50 balls. So I wouldn't say that, but I think he was just speaking and going, and I don't think so. But I do agree 110% that Brandon Ayuk is not right now better than Juwan Jennings. And in the Super Bowl, you could argue yes, but there was a couple plays where Brandon Ayuk was wide open and it was just Brock Purdy missing him. I think the game plan just really revolved around Juwan Jennings in that game, in the Super Bowl. So I wouldn't hold too much weight to the Super Bowl, and I wouldn't say separation. It's the only thing I kind of disagree with, but outside of that, I entirely agree with him. Juwan Jennings is the best wide receiver right now, 110%.
Than Debo, it's JJ that's their best receiver, and he proved it, and he continues to prove it every single time. There's big moments. Who rises to the occasion? JJ. Yeah. Every single freaking time. 11 for 175, and he did it on 12 targets. They targeted him 12 times. He caught 11. They targeted Ayuk 10 times. He caught 5.
For nearly 30 years, yeah. Ken Calvert.
Ads. No to ads, y'all. No to ads. We don't do ads. We don't do ads. Before he goes off on the rant about Ronnie Bell, I want to respond to the Ayuk thing as well. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but on the first touchdown for Juwan Jennings, you would notice that Brock Purdy was really wanted to give it to Ayuk there. But Ayuk could not break off the corner. He was getting locked up by some backup. Not even a number one corner, dude. He was getting locked up. You could tell if you go back and watch it, Brock Purdy was standing there for what seemed like forever, and it really wasn't, but it seemed like long enough to know that he's not getting open, time to move on somewhere else. He was getting locked up. Unless that was part of the play design, I mean, then slap me in the face and, call me a teacup because it looked like he got locked up. So. $110%. That's actually a good idea. I actually agree with that. Getting Terrence Marshall off the practice squad. I didn't think about that. I was actually thinking earlier, like, if we cut Ronnie Bell, who's the next wide receiver? I know Papa J said Trent Taylor, but I think he just likes him. I don't know if that was a joke or not, but I actually was taking him seriously. Like, maybe we should actually put Trent Taylor out there instead. But I totally forgot about Terrence Marshall. That actually might be a good idea. Brock Purdy did say we get Ronnie Bell's back, and if they were to cut him, that would kind of look weird. But we can't afford to care about that. We really can't. So I agree with Larry 110% here. Got to get Terrence Marshall on this team. Let's do it. He's a bigger size man. He'd probably do better at blocking. Stop throwing Ronnie Bell the ball. Just stop it. He can't catch. I believed in him. I was like, hey, man, are you good? I totally think he should be on this team because I know he had a couple of drops, blah, blah, blah. But, oh, dude, 2 crucial drops. They're crucial drops. He had a chance to redeem himself. Brock Purdy went out there on a game-winning throw to be like, hey, redeem yourself, man. I feel like, Brock Purdy should have gone and it's not me putting blame on Brock Purdy. This is more of a joke. But I think Brock Purdy should have went Tom Brady and been like, all right, you dropped it, so not this week. You want to prove yourself, you got another week to do that. Be sure to like live, guys. Thank you. All love right here. Ah, sucks. Jeez. Oh my God, you guys. Oh my God, there's no volume. I totally forgot to take off the volume. Nobody told me, man. Nobody told me that I had the volume on mute. Video on mute. That's crazy. Bummer.
3rd and 10. Then they don't make it on 3rd and 10. Then they have to punt. And they punt it to Xavier.
All right. So this entire time, for like maybe about 5 minutes, dude's been on mute for you guys. So we're just gonna skip his rest of his video and try to find a different one. Because you guys missed all that, and I'm not gonna rewatch all of that. But he pretty much agreed with everything that I pretty much said. The only thing I disagree with, like, it's minor stuff. I disagree with him on very minor things, but on the big picture of things, for the most part, I agree with Larry. He's Ronnie Bell. No, he's just that's so bad. He's got to go. Bring up Terrence Marshall. I love that idea. That's a great idea. Ayuk is not the same. He looks way not the same. And he does need time to get better. He does need time to adjust. We always knew this. My friend Poggy, who comes on here once a week, every Sunday, he says that he's not going to be back to like week 6, week 7. So we'll see how that turns out. But as of right now, it looks like Brandon Ayuk's playing like a top 60 wide receiver. So he needs to figure it out. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully it's not one of those things where he gets paid and he's bad. I don't want to say that this early. That does happen. Once wide receivers get paid, they feel like they're satisfied. And when you're satisfied, dude, you don't want to give that much heart into it, So hopefully that's not the case, though. It's too soon to say something like that, but it's definitely a bad sign. It's definitely something we're paying attention to. We're definitely paying attention to that, actually. I should really emphasize that. And I think Jauan Jennings, I do agree, is our best wide receiver on this team right now. Dude's an absolute stud. We got him for a steal for how much we're paying him. Jauan Jennings, just like Larry Krueger said, is a very, very clutch wide receiver. Honestly, one of the most underrated heroes on this team. He's getting paid peanuts for how much his worth is. He's already had his worth in how much he's getting paid. He's getting paid like $5 million. What's his contract? What's Jauan Jennings' contract, actually? Let me check it out. We're going to check out Jauan Jennings' contract. He signed a 2-year, $15 million deal. Bro deserves Ayuk's contract. He's already proven that shit. I'll be so shocked if he doesn't want to get an extension next year and be like, hey, pay me more money, dude. Because he deserves it. He deserves it. So let's look at some other content creators and their reactions to the loss. See what they have to say. We just checked out Larry Krueger, and again, I agree with most part. He says special teams is terrible. Yeah. And as for defense, you guys heard what I said. I blame Brandon Staley for the defense. I don't have much evidence to back that up because I know he's supposed to be the assistant head coach, but let's be real. We've seen the fingerprints of Brandon Staley on this defense. We've seen the fingerprints. All right, so let's go ahead and watch some shorts as well. And what by shorts is YouTube shorts of some reactions, maybe. Or we can watch Matt Miyoko's response. Who else we got? Who's to blame for the 49ers loss? Tony Mack. 49ers media. It's about to go live soon. Be sure to check him out, guys, at 11 a.m. He's a really good guy. Be sure to check out 49ers media. on YouTube. He's a lot more chill than I am. I promise you. If you guys want a way more chill, I bet him. He's a good guy. Give him a big shout out to him. Why the Fortnite? Yeah, we're not watching that, dude. I'm sorry, guys. It's taking a little bit longer than I expect. Let's watch David Lombardi's reaction to the loss. Let's do that. That's his live. Is this his reaction? Oh, here's a locker room reaction. Let's watch the locker reaction. Let's watch the players react. All right. Bring it up right now. Boom. Am I on mute? Add stage. He kind of looks like what's his name? He looks like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
I was gonna win the game.
You mean today or both?
Yeah, today.
Is the special team stuff getting concerning as a team?
I mean, with the new way that they have to play special teams, it's kind of difficult. So, I mean, it's kind of everyone getting a feel for it, I would say. I don't think it's I think it's just a learning curve, we're going to try to be better, next week, to capitalize and finish the game. I feel like that was one of our goals this year, is finishing, and we're doing a pretty bad job at finishing.
Kyle said that was his message to the team after the finishing wasn't good enough. What else did he say?
Really just letting Stafford giving Stafford hope. He kind of took advantage of that, and they was able to capitalize and win the game.
You were on the field. You had to go back on the field after the fake punt. Was there just kind of a change of tone that you felt defensively after they were able to pick that first down up?
Nobody flinched. I mean, we kind of ready. They got us with a good fake. We're just gonna look at it next week and try to be better.
To be fair with that, did anybody see a fake field goal there? Like a fake punt? I mean, did anybody see that coming? I didn't see it coming. I actually caught up thinking, okay, they're gonna punt this for sure. So I guess props to the Rams for picking the right time, because they even caught me off guard as a fan. Like, even though you're concerned, we can still lose this game, as in any given Sunday. So you want to keep your eyes on just in case a block punt happens or something. So I kind of failed as a fan to be just think of that possibility, because I do recall that Sean McVay has done this before. He does do fake punts. So special teams definitely dropped the ball. So I'll be right back. My dog needs to be inside. I'll be right back.
What do you think have been some of the issues as far as teams being able to be successful on the deep balls against you guys?
I'm not sure about that. They just had a good play on, against our defense, that play. So that's how they was able to complete that.
Yeah, I'm sorry I was late. I'm sorry someone asked you this, but Nick just mentioned that he thought it was important for you guys to really feel the loss this week. Do you think that last week that was something maybe you didn't do?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Nick just said that he thought it was really important for you guys to really feel the loss this week, and that he felt that was important to getting better. Do you feel like that was something that maybe didn't happen last week?
I think this loss comes from being too complacent. We was up 14-0. We should have put them away, gave them hope, and they was able to come back and win the game. So I think this got a lot to do with finishing.
Do you feel like you didn't keep that momentum going in the second half?
Yeah, we was able to stamp on their necks. We didn't get the job done, and really finish in the game. So that's kind of why we came up with a L.
Do you feel it's been a struggle to kind of fully tie the rushing coverage together here at the start of the year?
Oh yeah, I mean it works hand in hand, but some games the rush is not going to get there, or some games the coverage is not going to be excellent, but we still got to execute.
I mean, a bright spot of the game, of course, he lost, but Jawan Jennings, what was he like on the field when you saw him?
Oh man, he had a great game today. I wish we could have pulled the dub off for him to make it even better. But that just shows you, you know, what he can do and how many special players we have around here.
Is there any
Whatever you do it for less.
Ads, dude. YouTube, you'll never get my money.
state that he was in on the sidelines today?
I just believe his number was called and he knew within the week, so he prepared for it.
Anything else?
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Gino.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And every time we show up on Sunday, man, you're gonna get everybody's best shot. It's the NFL, and we all have to be real with that. We have to have the mindset of going and taking it, every Sunday, and nothing's ever going to be given to us. And so, obviously it's early in the season, but still, like, every game matters. And so, we're just going to take it one day at a time and not freak out about anything, but at the same time, zone in on the stuff that we need to be better at and actually get better. So, and that starts, tomorrow, watching the film, recovering, and then at practice. So, but we have guys that have been through this kind of stuff before. We have guys that have been through these experiences. And so, we're professional.
Has anybody else noticed that he's kind of picking up Kyle's cadences? And what I mean by that is, I don't remember. Am I tripping? I gotta go back and watch other previous interviews with Brock Purdy. I'm pretty sure he doesn't say like that as much. That is a Kyle Shanahan thing to say. I know I do but it's just how he does it. So and then it rambles, and so and then it rambles, and it's like there's like a flow to it. And it's almost like Brock Purdy has just been around Kyle Shanahan so much, he's picking up his cadence. So
And we'll regroup, and we got a great culture.
Welcome to the stream.
What can you say about Juwan?
Life is but a dream.
He's a dog, man. Absolutely love Juwan. Just the way he comes in every day and then brings energy to our offense, man, with some huge plays and sparks energy, and just his love for the game, man. You can see it and you feel it when you're on the field with him. So, absolutely love that guy. I'll go to war with him any day of the week.
I'm sorry if you were asked this already late, but you also talked about feeling the loss. And is this one of the losses that it's important not to flush it after 24 hours and to kind of focus on?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a league where you have to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. But for us, it's like, you really have to look at the film and understand, like, all right, what did I not do well? And what did I do well? What can I continue to get better at? Because it's going to show up again in the NFL, man. Stuff happens time and time again, situational football. And so we have to watch this kind of stuff and really get better from it. And it's as simple as that. So Patriots next week are going to be a great team coming in. And, we just got to perform better and execute better and watch this film and be hard on ourselves.
Can you take me through that first touchdown? Was that initial read BA, and then you came off of him to go to Juwan?
Yeah. Started with BA, and then you come backside, and JJ like sort of bluffed like he was blocking and slipped up the seam, and he was my second read, and he was wide open. Great play.
Juwan was even most thinking.
I feel like Brock has always talked like this. I don't know about the part though. The part, but yeah. Defense needs, but he does do the look down and talk and stuff. He's got that part down, but defense need to figure out. Yeah, defense is pretty bad right now. What is it? I blame Brandon Staley. I think Brandon Staley's got his fingerprints all over this. So that's my opinion on that. How would you fix the defense? How would you fix it? Personally, I think it's I've already preached this like all the live already, but I think Brandon Staley it's a lot of what you see from the Chargers last year, you're seeing right now on this defense. They're allowing big plays. They have weird alignments on obvious run plays. It's bad. So it's bad.
You could have forced it to him on that last position, or is that just not the way the offense works?
Yeah, it's scheme. I mean, you got Collins who's looked like a stud. You got Hargrave every now and again getting a good burst. You're having Leonard Floyd drop back was really weird. I didn't like seeing that scheme. And then Nick Bosa is not getting the passer. So I agree. You're 110% correct. 49ers media, you are 110% correct.
He's on the very last possession.
Yeah.
Or I mean, there's still.
I'm blaming Brandon Staley. If there's a thing to change, if there's a thing to address, a drastic change, that dude's got to go. Because, like I said, go watch the Chargers from last year and watch what they're doing now, man. It's so similar. Having 2 safeties on Justin Jefferson. Jesus Christ. They did the same thing last year on Tyreek Hill. They did the same, and now they're having weird alignments like they did last year with the Chargers. I live in Southern Cali, so sometimes I get Chargers games, and it looks so much alike. It looks exactly the same. It looks exactly the same. Is Nick Sorensen calling the plays on the sideline? Yes, he is. But I know for a fact, okay, Brandon Staley is helping with this pregame plan. Pregame plan for sure. I know for a fact. There's just no way. You see it.
You know, in certain moments, there should be an emphasis on this is the number one guy.
Take your word for it. Oh, you don't? Do you not agree? You disagree? It's fine.
Be aggressive with that read. So, but in the heat of the moment, man, it's going fast, and I'm just trying to make the best decision for.
If you like Brandon Staley, and you think it's not Brandon Staley, you think it's Nick Sorensen and Brandon Staley, tell me why. I'll hear you out. But to me, I think it's 110% Brandon Staley.
Field and moving the chain, so that's something I just got to watch and be better at.
On the deep ball, not trying to throw anybody in, but what did you see there? He clearly was open. And you were kind of buying time there and just saw him come open.
Yeah, he had a double move, and that was the look we wanted, and he got his guy. And by the time I got to him, I think I was just trying to give him a chance.
I'm watching the game. Hang on.
Yeah, YouTube's never gonna. YouTube's never getting money
from where I was at in the pocket. So just try to give him a chance. And
you're gonna give me money.
I still give him a better ball and everything. So, but he's a young guy. I love him, man. And we all got Ronnie's back. So we're going to continue to need him and build him up. And we're all in this together, man. It's a team sport, man. So it's not one play here. It's all of them, all put together. So.
BBA obviously have more targets than 10, I think, in the first few games. Just where are you guys right now? Do you feel like you're a little off still, or is that coming along that you want?
Yeah, I mean, I just think it comes with opportunities that you get in games with looks. It's not so, I'm dropping back and going, oh, we're not ready yet. I'm not going to give the ball. It has nothing to do with that. It's, what's my read? Is it the right look here with BA? Obviously, we're scheming stuff up to get him in a great position to, win and get him the ball. But defenses do a good job of scheming some stuff up and get me off the reads, and I go to other guys. So that's just part of the game. It's the nature of it. But we're going to continue to get better and watch this as well, and so that we can both be on the same page. But absolutely love BA. He's working really hard right now, and I can tell you that we're going to continue to grow together. So,
all right.
The absolute leadership in this man. I know I'm about to glaze. But I feel like he's like, we love BA, and he's not playing good with that contract, man. He makes it harder on Brock. And Brock still doesn't throw him on the bus, doesn't even give a slight, there's not even a backhand comment, nothing. We love BA, and we're going to continue to get him involved. That I know they got paid, so that's got to happen because he's got the money. But we all know that sometimes a quarterback can add like a slight, we got to be more professional and we got to get back to speed, like some sort of somewhat subtle shot. Sometimes that happens. And kind of like what Dak Prescott does with CeeDee Lamb when he freaks out or whatever. Brandon Ayuk, granted, didn't do that. But yeah, to see just the absolute leadership from this man. The absolute, we love him, and we're gonna get him involved. I love that dude. He's just glazing the shit out of him right now, but I'm being serious. Yeah, they played together for years. I mean, when Brock Purdy got in the league, man, that's when Ayuk started getting 1,000 yards. So. Lamar Prods back here, up in here. Are you guys like a clan? Because there's also a guy named Debo Prods. Are you guys like some sort of YouTube clan? What does that even mean? I don't mean to, I'm not trying to take shots. I'm not insulting. I've just noticed that. There's Debo Prods and Lamar Prods. I'm old as fuck. People call me Unk. So I could just be out of the times and not know what that means. But I've noticed there's a lot of those. So maybe I'm just not hip and don't know the language, the sitch, as the kids would say. I don't know the sitch. I get called bunk by my roommates. How old are you, man? Because I'm 36. So I get called unk for that. Apparently being 30 is old. I'll take it. I mean, some people don't make it to 36, all right? So the older I get, the more I'm winning. 22. You're being called unk at 22? Jesus Christ. My God, I'm on my deathbed. Oh my God. All right. All right, let's continue this. That's nuts, dude. They shouldn't be calling you unk. What the heck, dude? I swear that's getting the number as the generations go on, the number is just getting shorter. The line of unk is just getting shorter and shorter. So I'm pretty sure when I grew up, man, I always thought like 40 was old. 40 and older was not old. I feel like that's too strong, but like that's when you decline. And I kind of thought 50 was old or more, you know, and so like 20 now is old. Jesus Christ, dude. That's crazy. All right, let's continue. Let's finish this.
Thanks, guys. Frederick.
Yeah, no, it was unacceptable. Yeah, we can't do that. We can't beat ourselves. Can't make those tough mistakes. Again, all three phases got to play better. We'll look at the tape, fix it, and move on.
Is this the lesson you guys needed in finishing?
For nearly 30 years, Ken Calvert.
No ads. Is it just me, or are they just a little more aggressive these days? I could have sworn there's like maybe 1 or 2 ads at most, but I've been getting like 5+ on a 10-minute video, dude. It is killing me. They are like killing me here. Yeah, he didn't have a great game. I agree. He didn't have a great game. Like, he wasn't there. But I feel like he kind of gets a pass. But I do know what you're saying. Like, he didn't have a great game. He was trying to get the ball out. I saw him jumping around, trying to punch the ball out a few times, doing some Warner stuff. But it just wasn't working out for him. But, yeah, I don't think he played his best game either. But he had – I just feel like I'm not trying to shoot down what you're saying. I'm actually trying to reinforce it, you know, add upon it. I think that Fred, just for these past 2 games, kind of gets a pass compared to like other players who are not showing up at all. So, but yeah, you are 110% correct. But I'm not worried about him. Yeah, he'll bounce back. He's proven that he's capable this year. He's proven that he's able to, you know, be a great player. While there's some players right now on our team that has shown absolutely nothing so far. So, yeah, man, we got to figure it out. And Larry Kruger brought up something in the video we just watched, even though I accidentally left it on mute for you guys. Speed is an issue. We got a bit of a speed issue. And I'm not talking about the drugs. All right. Even though that could be an issue. Or would it help them? And then they'll be suspended for like a certain amount of games. I'm going down a rabbit hole. Anyway, let's continue. We need a rat. That's what I've been saying, dude. Right tackle, dude. We need a McKivitz is so bad. Brendel is so bad. Oh my God, dude. I'm serious. Go find a team that you know for a fact is not going to make the playoffs, dude. Offer them whatever they want for a center and right tackle. Here are 2 first-round draft picks and 2 second-rounders for your above-average right tackle and your above-average center. Just do that. Just do that. We need to go Madden League. That's what we need to do. We need to go Madden League here and treat this like a Madden League. Hey, hit him up in DMs like in Discord. Be like, yo, I'm going to give you all my draft picks next year. And this bum-ass like 5th-string player and this bum-ass 4th-strings player, just kind of add it all up together, right? And then just get like dope right tackles and dope centers. I think that's the way to go. But I digress. The defense was, and I'm sure you agree, it was the biggest problem. But yeah, right tackle center is garbage. Absolute garbage. All right, so let's continue this video. An ad's probably going to play too.
I mean, ideally, you don't want that lesson, right? You feel like you got the right guys in the group. You got enough veteran leadership to understand the situation.
Papa J in the house.
Obviously, I put a lot on the defense.
Welcome.
Certain moments to put them away. And,
how are you this
we're
fine?
unable to do that,
Sorry.
but you got to learn
Good morning,
from loss
Esther.
and make the make the changes. Nobody's gonna feel sorry for you at the end of the day. You know, you got to get back to work and keep chopping.
We've talked a lot about tying rush and coverage together, but where, in your estimation, is the defense in that progression, that effort right now?
I gotta watch it. I feel like there was moments of us doing exactly that, doing it right, and then obviously there's moments of us gotta be better, right? So I gotta watch it and see exactly where we're at.
Yeah, man. You're a good dude. Your content's actually truthful. I like what you have to say, man. It's actually, like, honestly, you got good content. Keep it up, man. It's fire.
Did you feel that at that
It's
point
fire.
they started to get small?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you know, sudden change, you're gonna be in those situations throughout a game, and obviously you don't want to be in that situation. But you know, defensively, we can't get.
You're a Grant Cohn-esque.
You know, we got.
I wouldn't support you.
Field goal, get a takeaway. You got no takeaways today.
I wouldn't support you.
Minus and takeaway.
If I didn't like it, trust.
Have a hard chance of winning.
Is there a line of overconfidence with this team when you feel like you're off to a big start and just think that we're cool from here?
Honestly, no. I feel like I said, I feel like we got the right guys in the building. Like, it's never a matter of like, man, we're feeling ourselves, thinking that we don't have to continue to work hard and earn it every single Sunday. We got guys who understand the game and understand exactly what we're supposed to do. We just got to play better.
Right. I know you're not saying that examining Brock during the game, but there's one talk about him getting out this quick casting. What's he going to do? Obviously, kind of Juwan quite a bit. Were you at all surprised by his overall increased performance?
I'm not surprised at all. I mean, I've always, saying his praises. I'm not surprised. I think he has a heck of a game. Same with Juwan. Even though, I'm focused on the defense, I'm still on that sideline watching the offense and seeing him fight for every single bit out there and put on the performance he did. That's exactly why he's, the guy leading us at that position.
How was the communication with Talanoa back in the lineup today?
It was good. Great to have him back. Like I said, I got to watch it and see exactly how things unfolded. But I felt his presence. I felt like he did a good job.
Fred, how do you balance it, having such a tough loss, but also remembering it's week 3 and there's a lot of football after that?
Yeah, I mean,
there is one thing I agree on with, because every now and again I get like people's content posts that I don't follow, that I don't like. Sometimes I'll see it. There was a post by Ryan Hensley. I do not like the dude. That's just me. If you like him, that's cool. I have no real beef with the guy. But not like him. I just don't like his content. I'm not gonna be like that. Let me take that. I don't feel that way like I do with the other guy. So let me take that back. I apologize. I don't mean it like that. But I disagree with him. That's a better way to put it. I disagree with what he has to say. But he did say one thing that was truthful. They need to upgrade or figure out the mic issue. I'm so sick and tired of all the, oh my God, what is he saying? I need to turn this up, or I need to hear the answer from the player to know what the question was. I shouldn't have to do that. You're a billionaire, man. Get a better mic, dude. It's 2024. And you can't even find a mic that picks up the entire sound and that can isolate everything else. Please miss me with that. Jeez, you're a $1 billion company.
It's tough because you do have to remember that it's early, but at the same time, you can't use that as an excuse to like slack off and like think, oh, we have all this time to get things right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like that was the mindset at all going into this week. We understood the situation and we want to get back on track. Just, we didn't play good enough.
Kyren Williams scored 3 touchdowns for them. Fred, what's his specialty? Why was he able to do it so well?
Yeah, I don't know. I got to watch the film. It didn't feel like we really gave much of
that's a good comparison.
Tested, I feel like a lot of them were walking. It's like we got to be better down there. I got to watch it, but he's a great running back.
Yeah, I don't blame the offense at all. I do blame moments such as the Ronnie Bell drop and the other Ronnie Bell drop. All I know is next week I better see more Jacob Cowan. I don't know about you guys. I don't know about you, but I better see a little bit of more of some Jacob Cowan. And then how about Larry Kruger's idea? Let's bring up Terrence Marshall and drop Ronnie Bell. I highly doubt. Oh my God, if someone picks up Ronnie Bell, I'll laugh my ass off. And I'm not trying to be a dick to Ronnie Bell. He probably feels like shit. He probably has the weight of the world on him right now. But, like, dude, logically speaking, no jokes aside, you need to go to the practice squad and be a practice squad guy, or be a practice squad guy somewhere else, or possibly get picked up somewhere else. We cannot put you back on the field, dude. Just out of respect, you can't. We have to bring in another person to prove themselves. Okay? You already had a stigma of being a player who dropped balls already. I defended you, man. Strawberry was like, nah, I hate that dude. That guy's trash. And he was right. He was right. Strawberry was 110% right, man. Ronnie Bell is not that guy. You are not that guy, Ronnie Bell. I'm sorry. I truly am, dude. And the joke is also, I think 49ers meters, was it? Number needs, does Ronnie Bell need to get rid of number 10? Number 10 needs to get rid of Ronnie Bell. Like something. Wolfie, but Wolfie, he blocks. I know he blocks, but it's not. You can't be dropping game winners, man. You can't be dropping game winners, dude. I was like, he blocks, man. You know, and yeah, he has some drops, so he can get better. I didn't know it was Kadarius Toney bad. Is Kadarius Toney bad with this dude? And you can't have that. I don't care how good you block, dude. Then be a tight end or something. Like, that is why he's still on the team, because he's willing to block. Yeah, you're not wrong. But I don't think that's enough. You're dropping game winners, and what Patrick, oh, not Patrick, but I almost said Patrick Mahomes, but what Brock Purdy said, we got his back, we love it. He said the right thing. Like, don't get me wrong. He said the right thing. But why does it rub me the wrong way? Why do I feel like, nah, man, give him more shit? And I think that just might very well be the fan in me. So definitely Brock Purdy's a better person than I am with that situation. He's truly showing this guy love. And it's, you know, yeah, he lives by faith, and he truly walks that. Like, I don't know Brock Purdy personally, so I'm not going to go too far and say, like, he's this fantastic of a person, because I truly don't know him. But him so far as a quarterback, from what I've seen, perfect. 110%, like, the ideal quarterback so far. On and off the field, because I don't hear anything bad about him off the field. So, yeah, something is J.R. Mandrano. Welcome to the stream. Hope you liked the video, man. Hope you subbed. Welcome to the family. I don't know if it's been addressed, but the front seven needs to seriously be retooled around Fred and Bosa. If they're not doing that now, like, that's what they should have been doing, that shit from the start, your best players. But yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know why the defensive, I agree, like the defensive line doesn't always match what they're giving you on offense. It's weird. I keep preaching it. J.R. Madrano, I keep preaching it. I think it's Brandon Staley shit, because the Brandon Staley stuff that I'm seeing from last year seems to be happening with us now. I blame him. That's where I'm pointing the blame for the defense, because it looks eerily similar. I'm not lying to you. It looks eerily similar. So I blame him for that. And you are 110% correct. Whatever they're doing on defense, whatever their defensive playbook is, you need to, like, I guess not throw it out, but you know, the metaphorical, hypothetical, throw out the playbook. Take whatever it is that you have that works. I don't know why I'm saying this. This is just common knowledge. Floyd and Javon are hella old. Javon didn't play. I don't think Javon played bad. What was his PFF grade? Even though I don't take PFF grades too to heart, because they said some crazy shit about some players that played good and they didn't actually play good, to me. Floyd, I don't know if you noticed this, but Floyd was in coverage. Why is Floyd in coverage? I'm pretty sure, I have to go back because I keep saying it a lot like a statement, but I'm pretty sure I saw him, because now I'm starting to second guess myself because I feel like I'm the only one that possibly saw that. But I'm pretty sure I saw Floyd jump back into coverage in zone. Or like he's supposed to watch the quarterback or something. It's crazy. Tribe says Papa J got cooked by Everett yesterday like Chinese fried chicken. Well, you must be talking about fantasy. Is this one of you, Papa J? Is this one of you right here? Oh, good to see you, Tribe. Welcome to the fam. Hey. Yeah. Oh, he's a troller? Oh, okay. Oh, and like that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I take all that back. All right. The hour is up. Got some obligations to do. We went through everything here. We watched all the interviews. We watched Larry Kruger's response to the loss as well. What else we talked about? We talked about, I gave my honest opinion on the, like, a lot more clear of a head. Like, not as emotional, actually was able to think logically, and sit down and actually think about it. What's, actually from my heart and what's actually happened. Because last night I'm not saying, like, I just shouldn't have cursed and yelled as much as I did. So I do apologize for that. It's like, but I was just very passionate about certain things. But I have to keep my cool and be held to a higher standard, especially if I grow as a channel. So I do apologize if I was just way too much like cursing and yelling. I apologize for that. I got to be better. But, and also congratulations again for the last time, because I've said it 1,000 times already, but I'm going to say it one more time. Congratulations to the Rams. You earned that W. Earned it. Earned it. Papa J says, Tribe and I just go back and forth. Okay, as long as you guys are cool with each other and there's no like animosity and you guys aren't really actual, like, like that guy's a troller and I don't like him, that's fine. I'll respect that. That's cool. Because we all have those. I know what you mean. Even Batman has to have a villain. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much, Papa J, for jumping in the live. You are awesome. Appreciate you, OG. Tribe, good to see you, man. Even if you are a troller, appreciate you respecting the stream, though. JR Madrano, good to see you, buddy. Hope I see more of you, man, in the stream. Here, love to hear your opinions. I really am open about it. I try to get to comments whenever I can. 49ers Media, good luck at your live at 11. I think I saw that earlier. Good luck, brother. I'll jump in there, give you a like, ask some questions, maybe talk to you. But I will have to do some things, so probably be there shortly. Who else we got? Who else got? Lamar Prods. I don't know what that means. Someone still needs to tell me the Lamar Prods thing. Like, I don't understand what that means. Is there like a group of them? Right? Is there like a clan? Because I've seen Debo Prods, and then I've seen Lamar Prods, and I've seen, I don't know what that even means. I'm old. Tyler Helton, congratulations on your Chiefs, man. You didn't come here being a dick. I didn't have to bring up the PI thing, but I just wanted you to know that was PI. So I hope you do good too, man. You're a good guy, and congratulations on your Chiefs. And I know you guys are probably thinking, are you saying congratulations to the Chiefs? He's actually respectable. He's not actually a dick. So he hasn't, like, he could press the issue and be a troll. He's actually relatively nice on the stream. So that's where I'm coming from. That's where I'm coming. Respect is where I'm coming from. Even a like or lurk will help. Without a doubt, man. I'll be there. All right. So to everybody who watches this live later, sub if you like the content, like if you like the live. All love, fam. I'll see you next video. See you next video.